Oi,
absolutely
Iron,
none of
mute
you
your
guys
fucking
know
mic.
anything about this place. The clan comes out in like 2 days, meaning I need to fill you in a shit ton of stuff. Alright? If you forget something, 9 times out of 10, the info's in the Discord. But I know for a fact, reading is mid, so go figure. Hello there, I Spare Cameraman. It's nice to have you. Now, so, I'm gonna try to like split this up, right? I'm gonna do like a small tour, explaining the base and how it works. Then I'll get into the guns, and then I'll get into like all the admin work. Alright? I'm gonna start by saying this, right? Last clan I'm making, cause like after this, I'm out living life, right? So it's like that one, and that one, of the other people in here, right? So take it as serious as you can, but don't make it too serious where it's not fun. My fault. If I sound tired, I've been building all day. I need to wake up. So, simple. The D-class spawn in there. There'll be 4 open cells. You guys will spawn in and teleport to your sector, depending on what role you have, right? The main thing you need to know about the D-class. Here, there will be a vent, right? If they get a screwdriver and open it, they'll be let inside a small bar, and there'll be a guy that'll tell them where they can find guns. Holy shit, Frostbite's online, I forgot about him. Right? If they manage to get raid weapons, don't take it off of them, just let them be with it. It's not gonna be anything too OP, right? You kill them and you keep going. I'll wait for Frostbite to come in, and I'll start this shit.
Remember to report all suspicious
Any
activity to
words,
supervisors.
anything?
Honey, but you are exempt from scrutiny.
Can we get a
No.
roof?
Stay paranoid. Stay vigilant.
No. Frostbite, go to where the D-class cells are. Oh yeah, I forgot we can do that. Wait, he's not partied up. He don't see it. Right, never mind. Alright. See here?
Behind you.
Where? This guy flew off, didn't he?
Go over there.
You did.
Go where the waypoints are. Oh my god, are you slow? Right there. In that room.
Over
right
here,
there.
dickwad.
Over fucking there.
Go to the
Watch him
front
be
guy.
on mobile.
Jesus Christ, I'm telling him. Fuck sakes.
Yeah, he doesn't see the waypoint. I'm not in the party.
An excuse, to be honest.
Alright, okay, follow me. Don't stray from the group. This entire complex is the front gate. Some may say it's big, I say it's
Listen, man,
not.
I'm on 2 consoles. I don't want to hear it.
I say it's small. No. There are 2 parts to this gate that you need to care about, right? This is the way to be trained box, right? You open this thing by a thing up here, right? Meaning be a handful of people stationed here. Right. What the fuck? If they glitch through, there'll be someone posted here to shoot them, right? And then they go through and it loops around. Come back here. So, there's a catwalk to the side. You get through it within the maintenance tunnels, right? KOS line is here, and all of this would usually be posted up, right? Front gate is somewhat divided into sectors. For the time being, 5 people per sector, or section, right? So this room would be 1 section, you'd have 5 people here. This whole room is a second section. walk through this shit. This is technically a section. And then you come through here. So yeah, try to like equally spread people out within the gate. We won't go down there yet. Come here. Up here is where the gate controls will be. So on the right hallway is where you have the gate controls for the, you know, wait to be trained fuckers. Small like server room, I guess. You know, look at it if you want. I don't care. And then through here is where you the main gate, right? All the fancy people will probably be sitting here.
Drop by the faculty gymnasium
Questions?
to participate in a game of community
No?
badminton on
Alright.
Sundays.
Continue, cause this map is huge. So speed on this shit. If you take a right, you're basically headed to the scientific sector, right? There's some checkpoints through it, so D-class don't just wander off. If you want to go AFK, you come here, cafeteria, right? Come through here. Couple hallways, then you got this thingy. And then you got this checkpoint, which I still haven't decorated. The control point is that room over there, so you can open and close the door. By the way, I forgot to mention, the green doors. Alright, so yeah, the green doors like these, you can walk through. The gray ones need to be open and closed, right? You know, your, reception area, research department. No.
Here.
Huh.
For me, at least for me, I cannot tell the fucking difference between the green here and the gray over there. I can barely fucking tell, but that might just be me.
So, to you guys, there's no importance of this. Actually, to Frostbite there is, because this is the shortcut to get to front gate from your spawn. To 7th Division, the bar is under my office, courtesy of Ice Bear paying $40. Thank you, Ice Bear. Very cool. But yeah, all of this shit is just offices. Walk around. Yeah, so here you got an elevator, which leads up there, which leads to the administration area on intelligence agency. Meaning this elevator is your shortcut to get down here. Continue. Just fly back to the main area, like the main three-way. So, I'll fucking pin it. Right here. Okay. No, down there leads to the wait to be trained room, right, as you guys saw. Then you come through here. You got a reception area. Come through here. And you got the main hallway that everyone kind of walks through. Kind of decked out, nice decorations. Storage unit. Medbay is down here, and it's definitely not the old Chaos Insurgency medbay. No, I would never do such a thing. Reusing assets, couldn't be me. But yeah, nothing special, it's just a medbay. Then you come here. So, this room is stupidly important, right? RP-wise, down here is the server room. Clan-wise, it's the easiest way for a D-class to get into the maintenance tunnels, which once they do, they're kind of like little rats that can get anywhere. This is the entrance to it. But yeah, besides that, go back up, walk through this door, and you walk through this door, and you have like a nice little defense point, and you go right, No. This is the main checkpoint to security. This whole area is security. None of the rooms are done besides this one, and I think it looks cool, if you ask me. This big room right here that I'm pinning is the training room. You're all admins, so I'm expecting you all to train at least once in your life. So you'll be going down this route a lot. Alright? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Another thing I should probably mention. So, when it comes to subsectors, like this one, this is only for security, right? No, technically anyone can come down here, right? Patrol unit, admin trying to train people and whatever. But there'll always be someone posted, you know, preventing randoms from going through, right? If you don't have a reason to go back there, then don't go back there, alright? So like if an MTF fucker wants to go through here, and security is like, nah, you don't got a reason, then he can't go through, right? Of course, in events, a lot of people will be going through because, you know, training D-class and shit. Or not D-class, but people. The same thing applies to, like, a lot of the other sectors. If you don't have a reason for being there, don't go. You can be denied from going. Anyhow, let's go. If you see a place that has a doorway and you can't get to it, it's most likely a maintenance tunnel. Like this. Anyhow, yeah. This thing is the checkpoint before you go to the second sector. You know, someone opens the door and you get in. By the way, this one does have a decorated thing. It looks cool. It's got a TV. And I fuck with TVs.
Freshly brewed coffee is served in the cafeteria at all hours.
Anyhow. You know, pretty awkward when you're all silent, but I'll figure makes my job easier.
This presentation's so exciting. You have a
I
lot
know.
of motion.
Bro,
Fly
I'm
up.
getting so hard.
Welcome to Sector 2. This post, I can see 80 commanders fighting for it. Why? Because, I don't know, it looks cool and it's away from everything. Let's go this way first and get this part out of the way, because it's not really important to half of you besides Frostbite.
Stay vigilant.
So, you know, spooky second sector. There's nothing spooky about it. Okay, never mind, there's something spooky about it. Fucking Miner over here with his goofy ass eyes. The main thing is that there's gonna be a giant defense point here. Now, where you see that void, it's technically the entrance to the site. Will I make it? Fuck no, I've made too much already. If you fly down... Oh yeah, by the way, this is all connected by a trolley moving back and forth and connected to the roof. So you don't gotta walk. That elevator leads to the scientist area that I showed earlier. And then there's this area. So, come through. Now, I'm gonna only point out the important parts. This tunnel here is, past here is intelligence agency. Right. These two are offices. Frostbite, one of them will be yours. Everything else is living quarters / armory / all that bullshit. Then over here, so you got the administration sector, right? Watson's shit. Parker's office is all the way down there. And for those in 7th Division, Shajan's is up here, to the left. Right, it's got like a pseudo meeting room type thing. So if you ever need Shajan, he's most likely up here. Then we leave. I'm not walking, fly back to like the main area we were in. Okay. Oh, we're almost done with this shit. No. Continue through here. Oh, fuck. Okay. You've got a point here. This is kind of the most important one because past there is heavy. Meaning this is kind of like the last defense before you go to heavy. This is 3rd Division sector. However, 7th spawn in here too. Right. You kind of share it, but it's theirs. Meaning, Fox, this is kind of your place. And your office is also here. Anyhow, same as the MTF training room, you've got all the training facilities you need, at least the basic ones. And you've got your offices on the right and living quarters on the left. Through here. Where's Fox? Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you choose, but you can choose one of these 3 doorways as your office. There's no difference to them. This one here. Hmm? I forgot the walls, but like they'd be separated, right?
Janitor,
What?
you might want to make more rooms for rangers, because remember, there's now 3 sets of rangers.
This is only for 3rd Division though. Anyhow, the 3rd Division Rangers hang out in this giant office, and then Crazy chose this one for the Alpha offices.
Wait.
Anyhow.
Crazy's ahead of. He's leader of Alpha?
Yeah.
Ah,
I got rid of
fuck.
Blanc.
I'd like to see where this will go.
He's not really bad. He's fine how he is.
I don't know if you guys could hear me from here, but he's probably gonna be better than the rest of the commanders we're gonna get from this moment on. Actually,
Yeah.
he is going to be better than every single commander we're gonna
Yeah,
get
he's more
from
dead
this
set
moment
to
on.
it.
More
Anyhow.
motivated than Jenner and I combined.
I'm motivated. I
Which
just
isn't
sound dead
really
because
saying
I've been
much,
building
but,
since
like-
I woke up. Alright, then we got the room with the really big roof. Don't ask why I gave it a really big roof. There's no actual reason. Fly here. I'll ping it. Okay. Now, welcome to where all the SCPs will be. There will be a handful at release when the map comes out, and there will be a handful that get added on later. This is your basic reception area, as per usual. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. The right is the only part that isn't done. All you need to know is that all the chemical type SCPs go there. Anyhow, left. Oh yeah. Actually, I'll get to it when we get to it. You got a checkpoint, as per usual, and then you got this really big room. There are 6 SCP chambers with a testing room, right? The SCPs here are objects, like object-based, so they can't really escape or do anything. And half of them are harmless. Then through here, the one on the right, because it's chemical based, the only ones allowed to be, like, that's the only restricted part of the site, and the only ones allowed there are Beta 7 and Fox's unit. Right, they kind of share the checkpoint. Of course, that's only for RPs. If it's an event, no one's really allowed back here. Everyone has to be somewhere at the front. And then this is, like, the place with the main spooky SCPs. You can walk around it, but pretty much the only important things are the offices. Down there is the Mask and the Plague Doctor. I'm not gonna say the numbers because I know half of you don't know them. Down there is the old man and the big, tall, white, shy guy, aka Beefy's wife. Only one of you are gonna get that joke. There's meant to be a floating box here that has him. Pino won't be here, by the way. He's gonna be in Garganta. Oh yeah, that too, while I'm at it. After this, so Site 7 will release roughly at the same time. 73 being owned by Jay, or managed by Jay, as a site director, so he gets better at it. So we'll have 3 maps to fuck around in. This will have the guy that's on fire, and the spooky red meaty dog that gives you amnesia. And then there's another chamber that I completely walked by, but I don't care. That's that for the map. Took like 10 minutes to go around it. Any questions before I move on? It's kind of just showing you around.
So for
No.
offices, do we get to customize them, or is it just gonna be like a simple made one by you?
Probably most likely a simple made one. I mean, if you want me to tell me to, or if you want to tell me to move a table to like a certain corner, sure. But I won't add like inventions or anything like that. It'll just be like props. Cause you know, I'd like out the game. If you want, I can invite you when I make your office. Which will be tomorrow, cause that's when I work on the second sector. Anyhow, that's that for that map. I'm gonna get to the guns and then I'll get to the actual meeting itself. So, join up.
Way.
Shit.
Can we just change my thing to Cypher Team? Cause even
No, I
in the
don't know.
fucking document for Cypher,
I am not
it
part of
says
it,
Cypher
but-
Team. There was a fucking error.
Side 3 is custom. Side 13 is a completely different
I don't know
thing.
how I'll party up on
Yeah.
screen. Oh, there we
Like,
go. It's the
literally.
same thing.
Not like in the information for Cypher, it says Cypher Team. I'm not
Oh
kidding.
wait, it says Side 13?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my fault. To be fair, ChatGPT wrote down what I put, cause like, no shit, I'm gonna write all that.
Yeah, no, like,
Alright, fly to the box. I'll make this one brief. Okay. So, wait till you're all here. This is the part where you most likely want to pay attention, because this is like everything that has to do with your customization. AKA, I'm pulling out Discord to see what I wrote down, because I most likely am gonna miss something. Okay. I'll start off with the subclasses, right? I'll briefly explain each one. Okay. So, Assault, real simple. They use ARs, SMGs. Pretty much it. They can either use semi-ARs if they want to, or full auto, that's up to them. And the model depends on what unit they are, because eventually each unit will have their own standard issue, right? Breacher gets the same thing as an assault, but they can get a backup weapon of a shotgun of any sort. The Judge Terrace, or the Taurus Judge, my bad, is exclusive to special people because that shit's broken as hell. Then Medic, same thing as Breacher, but they can only have one primary, so it's either the shotgun or the AR, right? And they'll have the stim pack. Keep in mind, each thing I'm naming has different armor stats that you kind of have to follow, but you can search it up when you make armor. heavy, real simple. ARs, shotguns, and LMGs. So things like the PKM, right? Eventually, add more shotgun and LMG models. Actually, I'll prioritize them when I finish like the main things I need, aka the Vector, the HK, and that. I'm seeing a bunch of guns and I'm stuttering like hell. Demo, real simple. They'll get an RPG, basic Rec Room one. The CV2 one won't work. With the net, right? However, it has limited ammo, as in like 4 shots and it's out. It'll respawn at spawn though, so if they die again, they can grab it. It will have a skin too, so it's not like the laser launcher.
Hey, 10, you can leave, Johnny.
If they don't get that, then they
Joey,
can
go.
have reskin grenade
Meeting,
launcher
be
with
quiet
a
or get
primary,
removed.
right? What else? Flamer, real simple. They get a primary and a flamethrower. However, there's only allowed for certain units, dance being one of them. Then Juggernaut, you all know it, heavy as fuck. They'll have an LMG of sorts. By the way, the Repressor is technically the Breacher, because the Breacher can use any type of shield. Right. Meaning, out of all of them, the Breacher is the most customizable. Of course, I'm the one doing the training for them, because they're the most important. Right? While I'm at it, subclass training, it'll be stupidly simple. I'm probably gonna makeshift a shitty room with all the info, right? You go there, you tell them the info, you teach them how to use the guns, and then they have to go through an operation with said gun, right? You have to keep your eye on them, make sure they do good. Like, if it's a medic, you gotta make sure they're reviving people and not shooting, right? Once they get through the op, that's it. That's their thing done. If you wanna be a subclass overseer, message me in Discord which one you want to be, and I'll get it settled, right? Last thing, subclass training is simple. People will be required to go to you and ask for training. However, every month you'll do the training as if you were doing training for your own men, right? So you'll announce blah blah blah, heavy training, join at this time, and you do that once per month. That's about it. So yeah. As for attachments, so you got normal gun, you got gun with attachment. If you want the gun with the attachment, that's real simple. Trainees of your unit, as in like people who just joined, will use the normal variant of whatever your standard issue is, right? Guns with attachments are reached through a certain rank, whether that being them achieving their like max rank, as in like they get rank locked, or they pass like sergeant or some shit, or they earn it by being active and useful, right? It's kind of like a reward, if anything. As for like fully custom guns, I'm talking you guys want to add your own type of thing. I'd have to do that, because like say if you had a suppressor, I'd have to get the audio and then put the attachments. Right, so leave all the weapons to me. I'll make them in due time. Alright? Keep in mind, I'm doing this while making the map and armors, so it's a shit ton of work. Speaking of armors, I'll say this once. Hold on for them, or hold on armor creation for the time being, because Rec Room is gonna switch to the new Bean avatar. However, they're gonna fix the costume dummies to, you know, be with the new Bean avatar. Specifically because that's a huge part of Rec Room's economy. You know, buying outfits, like costume outfits. You know, you see fucking Captain Rex, 500 tokens, right? That's a huge part of people's money. So they're gonna fix it. You just gotta wait for it, right? The armors are simple. You have a unit, you'll get a shit ton of armors for each subclass, and you'll get variants of the base armor, right? You can make your own custom armor as long as it looks the rules, right? Y'all know I'm petty with this shit because half the time people make abominations, right? But yeah, for now, hold on armors till, Rec Room gets this whole thing settled. I'll obviously keep working on them because I have a lot to make, but I'll prioritize the units that are, exist right now, right? Questions? Nothing? Alright, good. Barry, you should take us to that one map with that one meeting room.
Oh, on God, forget you saw this place. I casually forgot about this place. On God.
It looks like a brothel house.
Okay. Cameraman, you stay there. Are you actually recording this, or is he just there for the shit of it?
I'm recording it. Anyhow, I'll be back.
Alright, but so because there's not that much of you, to be fair. When I opened 86, we had like 2 admins, so we'll be fine. I'm gonna briefly go over your departments from like least complicated to most complicated, right? Now, Jay, real quick. So, administration, right? They hang out with intelligence agency and they hang out with Alpha 01, right? The clan itself won't have any O5 or any stupidly high-ranking people, right? In fact, the max card level you can get is O4. There's no O5s in the clan, right? There's a lore reason to it, but all the lore shit I'm leaving to the end because it's kind of up to you if you want to hear it or not, right? So administration, they're divided into managers and directors, right? Managers, there is a dress code, all right? Managers wear the red suit, directors wear green. If they don't have either suit, then they'll wear basic black suit, right? Till someone gives them that or otherwise, right? So Jay, if you have the green suit, you'll be wearing that, right?
Yeah, no, I don't got it.
Directors deal with the maps, managers deal with the departments, right? Both like branches have only 3 ranks. They're more of roles, right? You have the assistant who's under someone high and learning the ropes. You have the smaller version of the bigger version, if that makes sense. So for managers, it'll be them leading a unit inside of 7th or 3rd division. Instead of the whole thing, they lead just a unit. Or not lead, but manage, right? And for site directors, they deal with specific sectors, right? Or they'll be sector directors. Then the top is, site director, and then branch director, right? Meaning you'd have kind of a boss, and they're only, like, their main thing is reporting whatever you do to Watson, right? They're purely for roleplay, because Alright, put it this way. They're purely for roleplay. For example, 7th and 3rd Division are genuinely ran by the Rangers, not the managers. The managers are just there to report everything to me and Watson. Right, the Rangers are there to manage them, do their trainings if they're not there, and report everything to Ice Bear. Right, so they kind of coexist. Besides, you know, the bird commanders, you know, they genuinely report everything you're doing. Okay, yeah, that's it for administration. They're mainly roleplay based, if anything. Then there's intelligence agency. No. It relates to Discord, but I've made it by now. There's a separate Discord containing all the things for the lore. Right. Depending on your card level will depend on how much access to files you get. Right. And the ones managing all those files is Frostbite and his guys. So on one end, they're also RP based, on the other, they deal with all the info. So for example, if someone decides to like leak those things, they'll get reprimanded by Frostbite and his guys. The only time you could leak info out of there is if we're doing it RP wise. Like you're going rogue, so you leak some info and you go rogue, and then RP wise, Frostbite guys will hunt you down and shit. Right? It's pretty much about it. Frostbite, I'm like leaving you completely to run it. Like dealing with the rank ups and how to, or you do it how you want to do it, right? Pretty much it. I won't get on your ass about it that much. Yeah. Administration and intelligence, they have their perks, but they're mainly for roleplay. Right? People in fancy suits. Just that one of them has guns. No. Security. Everyone gets trained into security, right? They go off of that. They have the choice to stay in security. If they do, they kind of work like alpha, but instead of protecting administrators, they protect scientists, right? They get their own little stuff if they stick with it. Scientists won't be open till they are like at least 10 people that want to be trained, and then they'll get them all in at the same time. I technically did it, although I'm gonna find someone to replace me soon. I'm meant to be more of like a field operator. Oh yeah, that too. If you own a unit, so Iron and Dan, scientists have 3 roles. There's the basic guy, he sticks in the base and does researching. Field scientists conduct research within battlefields or somewhere in the field. They also try to collect SCPs, right? And then field operators are the combatant version of the field researchers, meaning they have a rank military-wise, and if they're under you, you command them like any other soldier. However, they also help you with dealing with the SCPs, right? And then there's the Joint Operational Corps. It only has 2 divisions. 3rd Division is MTF. 7th Division is Tau, right? You guys work together sometimes, right? Depending on the situation. But for the most part, you're doing your own thing, right? I can't really take this serious. I'm gonna be so real. Dan, you should like look behind you.
God damn.
Anyhow, to quickly go over the branches, like military-wise. Bear is the general. He is your direct boss. However, you will never see him or you will see him, just not that much. Besides my guys in Iron, because we're both revolving about or around Ice Bear. Under him are the Rangers, right? You'll have a designated Ranger looking after your thing. If you can't do trainings,
Division commanders, then Rangers. Rangers
Okay,
report to the
my fault.
division commanders. The division commanders report
Oh
to
yeah, I forgot about the Okay, then you got the commander of the division. So you'll have like, how'd I put this? There'll be a commander for the MTF as a whole, and a commander for 7th Division as a whole. Right. Under him is the Rangers. Right. If you can't do training or you can't do something, they'll do it for you. They kind of help you out run your thing. Right. They also, you know, report to the commanders and whatnot. Then it's the unit commanders. Which will be you two, and then your 2 ICs, and then your officers, and blah blah blah. Right. That's it for the branches or the departments. Questions, concerns? No? Alright. Give me a sec then. Let me pull out the valuable list of shit I gotta mention. I definitely didn't forget. Yeah, Niner.
When am I fucking Tau 2 gonna be?
Huh. Oh. About to. Wait, say that again?
Where are we gonna be?
Okay. Real simple. Wait, hold on.
Alright, Tal 2, you guys are purely messengers, so you run around the battlefield relaying messages when there's no comms inbound. Other than that, you're usually protecting my dumbass. If you're not around, it's those guys. They're usually in charge of protecting Shajin or any other, like, high comm that need protection. Or if they're not around, it's usually division commanders or rangers, right? So, most of the time out fuck on the battlefield, you'll be relaying messages around to different teams. So you'll be on the move nonstop.
Alright. I know what to do. One last thing. It's not like you and me talk, but I'll make it quick. I say we both have equal power in it because I'm running the clan and you're active when you can be. So like basically when you're on, you take full power, when I'm on, I take full power. If that makes sense.
Basically run it how the rangers and commanders are doing it. You take over when he's not there, he takes over when he's there. Simple.
Okay.
Alright, nice. No. The rest is kind of like simple shit. Card level. It's based off rank what you're in. So if you're in like something like in a alpha or irons unit or dance unit where you have a shit ton of confidential stuff, your card level's high no matter the rank. If you're in something basic, your card level's low. The only purpose it has is the amount of info you get in the the RP Discord with all the lore, right? It's not like TF where it's like sets how much commanding power you have. It's purely for the RP shit. Then there's the bases. There will be a handful of bases I'm gonna try to finish up before winter breaks ends because they're smaller than the original and majority are already somewhat done, right? Each map or each base will have an RP version, an operation version, and a bot op version. So it'll have plenty of versions, meaning if you ever want to fuck around with something, you got a handful of maps to choose with a handful of versions, right? Actual operation maps will be in a hub. These won't be used for bases. These will purely be used for ops and RPs. And they will be done eventually. I already have some that I'm gonna start on when I can, right? But a lot of them will be small, compact, and easy to make, so I can get multiple that are decent quality. The really big ops, I won't announce them till they're about to be done. That's about it. Last thing, like actual last thing. So, if you do an event, or actually, before we go to Saturdays and Sundays, there will be a schedule. So, in the like right after the like midday, so 2:30 ST, which is like what we used to do in GAR for our trainings. Is where we do our trainings Saturday. So like around 2:30, you do your training for your guys and recruit new people, right? I forgot about that. Like, whatever. Around 5, we do an admin meeting, right? Something like this. You'll come up one at a time. Say how your unit's going, blah blah. You like come here with your ranger or your assistant or whatever. Speak on what you're doing. If there's matters to be solved, we'll solve them all in the admin meeting, right? Kind of like how Guard did it, but we'd actually be efficient here and not yap for 30 minutes about pure boredom. Then at late at night, so like 6 or 7, we do something with the entire clan, usually a low RP. But for the time being, it'd be an op or RP, right? And then Sunday is the same thing, but reversed. So the RPs will be very early, the trainings will be very late, right? For side content, like small operations or side lore or whatever, or like you can't make it one day, Friday will be the day to do all that, right? Either way, if you can't make it to a training or anything, you have your ranger replace you. Next thing, or second to last thing. The training is simple for like if you want to go to the one of the divisions, it's simple. You get trained into the reserve, right? Basically you'll go through like basic training, then they'll go through an op to get the hands of holy shit. To get the handle of things, and then after that op, they'll go through a final op. If they do go on the first op, then they'll skip the final operation, right? The final operation is usually an evaluation on whether they need more training or they got through, right? Once they do the training, talk to whatever commander they want to join, from whichever division, and then, you know, the commander decides if they get let in or not. So they'd go from doing reserve training to unit training, right? So like, stupid example, I do reserve training, I pass, right? I want to join Iron Sting, so I talk to him, and then he puts me through TAL 1's training, right? If I pass, then I'm in. If not, then I gotta look for something else. While you're looking for another unit, you'll stick with the reserve, but you'll have a different armor to show that you did the training, right? That's it. Okay, final thing. So, events. If you do them, genuinely do them, right? I don't care if you put a vote up or if you do it out of the blue, whatever you want to do, you do, right? Just make sure you have at least someone helping you. Best if you have like a fellow admin, right? Prioritize training over everything else. If there's someone in the box, you ask them, right? If they're goofing around or they're clearly trolls, you can deny their training. As in like, in the maps, there will be a funny board saying some gibberish, right? Like, fuck off alliances, fuck off PMCs. You can get killed based off judgment, and you can be denied anything for whatever reason, or for no reason at all, right? I'm making the map specifically so you can train people with ease, like get them from point A to point B without them getting shot up, right? Tomorrow or Sunday, most likely Sunday morning, I will gather you guys to save whatever you need. So if you need your armors, you'll save them. If you need guns, you'll save them, right? If you have guns, you're gonna have to resave them because I've updated their stats. And get you guys like fully finally set up. And on top of that, if you're in an event or in a roleplay, unless your character personality, as in like you went to the character page and you wrote funny guy that makes jokes, I don't want to see you guys fucking around. Right. Obviously I don't want you guys dead sitting there lifeless like a corpse taking it beyond seriously. Right. But I don't want you guys acting like Bomb on a Friday night playing Onward. You're screaming slurs or any of that shit. Alright. I'll say it now. Obviously, it doesn't apply to much of you. Actually, it doesn't apply to anyone in this room because you're all pretty confident. But if you don't meet my standards, or I just don't think you're worthy of it, I will remove you. Alright? But you're all fine. Don't worry about that. The useless people already got removed either way.
You missed one.
That's it. Any questions? Actually, yeah, first, any questions anyone has? Time to ask. Yeah, Lucy, I'll brief you later if you have any.
I'll just send him the video.
Oh, alright, bet.
It's 51 minutes, but you know.
Lucy's get ready to watch an hour essay.
To transfer